Welcome Capricorn, this is Regina for Pacific Tarot and I'm getting ready to do your new moon March reading. The new moon is in Pisces, 12 degrees of Pisces, sun and moon, and it's conjoined by the Jupiter that is in the early degrees of Pisces, which is really amplifying Jupiter and Pisces' natural ability to expand, to grow into this unity consciousness that is the goal of our awareness, and to unleash your creativity, your sensitivity, your awareness of all of the parts of creation, all the parts of your world that contribute to who you are. With the sextile of the new moon in Uranus in Taurus, we have opportunities for new growth, innovation, and moving into new directions that we may have never imagined before. If you enjoy these readings, if you find them useful, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I thank all of you who do so. Let's get started, Capricorn. If I've called you Pisces, my apologies. This is for Capricorn, being a Capricorn myself. The Lady or the Queen of Staffs is your overall energy, and this is the Queen of Wands. This is a card that indicates you are gaining in confidence, in full command of your power. Your passion, your drive, your determination is waking up through you. It's as though the Kundalini is rising, and that ability to glow and to exhibit your power and your passion is attracting the resources and the tools that you need to move forward in any direction you so choose. This can be a card of leadership, but it is more a card of management of the power of leadership, so that you are able to draw in what you need and manage the resources that you have attracted in the direction that you so desire. Beautiful card, Capricorn. Moving forward, we have in your past the Two of Cups, the Lady or Queen of Cups, and the King of Staffs. Interesting. Okay, I see a real preoccupation here with love, with connection. This is most assuredly a relationship, primarily a relationship between the parts of yourself. So this is you opening up to experiences, to former experiences of love, to past relationships, to connections with past relationships, and also with this ability you have to team up with powerful energies that reflect your own. So you are both looking to open up your heart and to channel that heart's desire, that passion, that empathy into growth and into the building of something powerful, into creating something and getting it done. This is actually a love affair of accomplishment. This is you mirroring and marrying the divine masculine and the divine feminine within you and moving forward in all relationships based on this ability to choose yourself. This is where you no longer need the trappings, attitudes, or belief that you need something outside of yourself to be complete or to accomplish something. This is you understanding that all that you need is within, and your ability to connect with your heart's desire has been elevated so that you attract a fully activated and realized counterpart in all of your efforts and connections. A beautiful card of higher love. In the present, we have the Eight of Cups, the Ten of Staffs, and the Hierophant. Interesting. So I see that you have moved away from a former commitment, a former responsibility or obligation that took everything that you had, that you were willing to give everything you had to a relationship in the past. And this, again, can be a relationship not only with an individual or a group, but with a thing, a passion, a career, an avocation, something that promised complete fulfillment and achievement. You've invested in that and you have understood that you've gained all that could be gained from that experience of the past. And this can be a recent connection that reflects a much longer standing relationship in the past. So this can be a relationship that sort of has a revolving door kind of feel. There was something that seemed to be promised in the past, you invested in it, and the burden of that is no longer, you're no longer willing to carry the responsibility for this relationship, for this effort, for this creation. However, you are more committed than ever to the kind of relationship, the kind of creation that you experienced in some way in the past than ever before. You now understand that the ability to achieve this connection, this relationship or accomplishment, avocation, rests on your ability to commit. And I actually see your willingness to commit as being blocked somehow in the past. The commitment that you made was somehow tendered on terms that were not equal, that were not equitable, that were not fair, that were not completely honest, that looked good on the outside but did not match what was actually happening inside for you. So that this commitment that you believed that you had, you believed you made, was superficial in some way and did not, in fact, rest on the equality of the partners or the energies involved. You've released that. You're exhausted from this tremendous effort, and this can represent a lifetime of relationships. Depending on the length of your life, you will be more or less exhausted by the effort to truly understand and face who you are as a complete soulmate. So those relationships exist within us, and those are the basis on which we can move forward. In your immediate future, you have the Emperor, the Warrior or Knight of Cups, and the Magician. Absolutely fantastic. So Capricorns, you are the Lady or the Queen of Staffs in this situation. You are also the King of Staffs or the Lord of Staffs in this situation. And this divine counterpart, this power couple that I see, is something that has existed in your life, in your experience for a very long time. But you have yet to fulfill that relationship. You have yet to experience the potential of that relationship or even negotiate it. It was never committed to at some level, but you have worked very hard at it in a way in which you are now understanding that you are in control. In the past, it may have felt that others held the cards for you, that others were the key decision makers in this relationship, in your relationships, that you participated in relationships based on the terms of others. And this is not simply a romantic or a significant other. This is in all of your relationships, family relationships, work relationships, friendships. This is where you may have a quest in the past to fit yourself into the expectation of others. And this is a Capricorn trait or quality. It's how we understand that we are supposed to take care of others. However, you have examined this deeply in order to rectify that behavior, that attitude, with what you expect of others, what you expect in a relationship, and how critical that is equally important for you in order to move forward and make a commitment. A real commitment rests on the equality of the partners involved. So you are now taking control of that and really understanding it and structuring your life so that all of your relationships move forward on this basis. You have at the same time miraculously really opened up your heart. You are really exploring this emotional feeling landscape on new terms for you. For you who is used to being in control, but having been left alone in many situations in which you recognize that you didn't have the appropriate amount of control, you are now really tentatively exploring what that feels like and what those experiences you've had as a result of that have given to you. And sometimes it has been a sense of your own integrity, your own aloneness, not loneliness, and you're waking up to that. You need to be alone for specific reasons. When you're alone, that's where you recalibrate. That's where you gain strength and energy, and more importantly, the safety to look into your feelings, to explore the experiences that you've had honestly, to really release the sense of powerlessness that you've experienced, the sense of hurt that you've sustained. And you're really looking very bravely at facing that and releasing that energy, which is giving rise to this immense creativity, imagination, and ability to build something that will be satisfying to you. And finally, the Magician card shows you pulling this all together and recognizing, putting you on a fresh path of growth, a fresh path of manifestation. Now your manifestations are related to your ability to commit to in equal, in partnership, in true partnership with others, and with your belief in a dream that is rising in you as we speak. This ability to open up and soften, if only with yourself, is really pointing you in a new direction, taking you on a new journey in which you feel that you have control without needing to know where it's going, where every step is taking you. You are allowing yourself to experience the process of manifestation, the creative process of that. I'm going to clarify a couple of these cards. I think I'm going to start with the Eight of Cups. So that is being clarified by the Two of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. Beautiful. So you have been really juggling this tremendous sense of unfolding consciousness that you're experiencing, Capricorn. This unfolding consciousness is having an impact on your relationships, your money, your home, your love. You are very keenly aware of the limitations that you have imposed on yourself in the past that limited you to doing things a certain way, to having certain things, to not having other things, that it was always either or, rarely both. And you are indeed this ability to move away from this way, this attitude, this behavior that doesn't serve you, that doesn't give meaning to your life anymore, that leaves you empty, is part of your recovery. This is part of you moving towards not only a sense of acceptance, but a sense of peace. And that is something that has been difficult for you to gain in a considerable amount of solitude that you have been experiencing. Whether you're in a relationship or not, whether you're part of a family or community or not, there is a sense of solitude that you are accepting as part of your process of finding what feels good to you, what heals your experience, what heals you and makes you whole. So this too is completing this process that you have been undergoing for a while, where you're really taking responsibility in your relationships to have your expectations, your needs be met. And I'm finally going to clarify the Magician card with yet another Two of Wands and the Justice card. Lovely. Wow, the theme of twos, justice, balance, and harmony is powerful here. So not only is your desire to move into fresh directions, into unfamiliar growth for you, very focused on the knowledge that this new growth, this new path is going to benefit you, is going to expand your interest and your impact, but that you are righting a long time wrong. You are addressing a deep sense of unfair treatment, unequal treatment in many of your relationships. Again, not simply with significant others, partners, lovers, friends, but with family, with work relationships, with friends in which you have squelched somehow, suppressed your expectations and your needs in your attempt to serve the needs of others. This is deep conditioning that you are now recognizing that you deserve the same as what you hope to provide for others. Others must come up to your expectation and standard of performance, just as you try to meet that expectation in your relationships with others. So there is some phenomenal and deep healing going on here that is having an impact on your work, the work that you do, and the way the audience that your work or your service is targeting. I'm going to finish up this reading, Capricorn, with an oracle card from the language of flowers and the crystal oracle. And if you found this reading useful, please like and subscribe to my channel. It helps me tremendously, and I appreciate those of you that do. And I have pulled this beautiful pink kind of crystal called an ametrine. The key word is intuition. I'm fully aligned with my intuition. I trust this powerful wisdom to guide me. Capricorn, I'm going to leave it here. I thank you for your attention, and until next time, Namaste.